morning, Central Texas. Happy Saturday. We are watching for what is now that winter storm. It has arrived into Central Texas. We're starting to see more moisture on the roads. It's a good sign that we have seen less travel. People have, like we've been saying, really all week long, limiting your travel. Don't be outside if you do not need to. Like I said, live look outside. Things are gloomy. Things are very damp. We got lots of rain yesterday in most areas. Rain bleeding into this morning as well. So we are off to a moist start. What I can tell you is that 32 degrees, we're just now seeing temperatures drop to that freezing level. And so throughout the day, we're going to continue to see temperatures fall. So that is the reason why, even if you're in areas that's not seeing that freezing rain at the current moment, it's likely that whatever's on the ground, since once again, our grounds are very saturated right now, that precipitation has the capability to stick, causing those road problems, causing things for power lines, things of that nature. So we're going to keep a close eye on that as the day goes on. But like I said, those winds out of the north, it's letting us know that that cold front, it's here. The winter storm we've been waiting on, it's here, and feels like it is quite cold. I had the coat, the hat, the scarf. I was bundled up and I was still quite chilly this morning. Here's a look at temperatures across the region. Want to break this down piece by piece because this is really what really determines what type of precipitation you're seeing right now, because not all of us are seeing just regular rain at the moment. We have, like I said, 32 here in Temple, just briefly, barely hitting at a freezing level, 34 up in Waco, a little bit warmer as you head further south in the Brazos Valley, but no need to worry. If you're not below freezing right now, you will be as the day goes on. We're going to continue to see drier air filter in behind this cold front system. But for our friends along the northwestern edge of the region, that's 18 degrees over in Brownwood, 25 in Goldthwaite, Hamilton, Meridian, obviously well below freezing, chilly, and so we're seeing not just temperatures or rain, visibility is also reduced. Not as much fog as yesterday once again, because we do have more of those north winds kind of help to usher out that moisture in our atmosphere, but it's dragging its feet to do so. I'll explain why in just a moment. But of course, here is a live look at radar across the entire, well, really the more northern half of the state of Texas right now. You can see a little bit of that mix of freezing rain, a little bit of sleet as well, but you also still just see regular rain because, as I said, areas that are at 32 degrees or above are not quite at that freezing threshold. As we continue throughout the day, though, once again, things will change here for us across Central Texas. Taking a closer look at us here in our region, we're going to see this rain starting to shift. Going to go back and head onto the computer just to take a closer look at what we're looking at in this system. As far as our friends over in Comanche, Hamilton, this is where we're seeing that closer look for sleet, maybe even some dusting of snow is picking up, radar indicated that is. So if you're in this general area, of course, and if you're seeing weather photos, videos, send that in to us so we can have some things just to show what you guys are seeing in your neighborhood, where you live at, maybe some friends or family that you have across the region. Either way, like I said, we are not all seeing the freezing rain. It's kind of starting to pick up here and there as those temperatures drop, though. It is likely that we will see this regular rainfall then have the chance to turn into freezing rain. Going to show you our Futurecast as we head into the rest of our Saturday afternoon. This is what I am forecasting. As we get into the rest of the day, we get kind of a break. So Mother Nature, as usual, as she's been playing with this system, she is going to give us a run for our money. We get somewhat of a break as far as that freezing rain chance is concerned. Once we get into this afternoon, there goes the pause. It's not letting you know it's time to go outside just yet, because like I said, temperature wise, we technically have that chance to not be at that freezing margin at about lunchtime today. But like I said, we have another round of this system coming in as we get into the later half of our day, especially about 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock. There goes that chance for it being widespread freezing rain as we head into your Saturday evening, getting into your pre-dawn Sunday. And this system, previous models that we've been showing really almost all week long have been showing that by this time of Sunday, things will be a little bit more clear. things would be a little bit dry. Now things are dry, but as far as that cloud coverage, that's letting us know that there's still somewhat moisture. That system is not completely out of the forecast. Once this system completely moves out of our region, that is when we'll see sunny skies return, which, as you can see, is not expected to arrive for us until we get into Monday now. Now, the reason why that makes all the difference is because with us having freezing temperatures and cloud coverage, that's not really going to help anything, but that just a tiny bit of sun may give us that saving grace to see some clearing conditions. Like I said, temperatures are going to be well below into hard freeze category. This is Monday morning. We're looking at starting off our day in the teens. That's 18 degrees up in Waco, 19 in Temple, 16 in Meridian. So I know I've already heard some churches have already made preparations for those virtual services Sunday. It's likely some schools are going to make those calls for Monday, especially today. So parents, teachers, churchgoers, I would definitely be looking out to hear from the latest communications. But as I just showed, radar has been active really since yesterday. Since I just saw you guys yesterday morning, we've been tracking, even though it's light in rain, we're not tracking any severe rain, but it's that moisture that continues to fall. And then once all of these temperatures start to drop into the hard freeze category, that is where that problem of concern of road conditions are really going to move into the forecast. Another look at satellite and radar. If you're just now tuning in with us this Saturday morning, you can see conditions are continuing to, they're pulsing a bit. You saw we pulse a bit with the freezing rain, a little bit into the sleet. We pulse a bit with the showers. I know even here in Temple, things started to pick up as if it was about to become something severe, but it wasn't. It was just a pulse of that thunderstorm as we continue to see moisture work its way through the region. The reason why moisture is still here, even though we are talking about a cold front, even though we're talking about a winter storm, most of the time you would think, you know, why are we still talking about the chance of moisture? Why are we still talking about the chance of really the clouds struggling to break out of the region? The reason for that being is because this same system, it is a little bit hard-headed, I guess, what parents know that saying too well. That system is going to continue to sink to our south, and it kind of stays there a bit. You can see that it is no longer just a cold front. It is now sinking to our south, the bottom, South Texas right now. The coastal bend starting to feel that front to their northern edge, Corpus Christi. That is now a stationary boundary. And when we see stationary boundaries associated with low pressure, it kind of keeps all that moisture locked into place. And so that is the reason why, until we see this system move out of the way, that is why we have that lingering chance for freezing rain heading a little bit into our pre-dawn Sunday. That's the reason why cloud coverage is not going to move out as fast as what once was forecast. As we get into Monday, though, like I said, we will get high pressure to build into the region, and that'll allow us to see sunny skies. But we'll also have some radiational cooling to take effect. And long story short, that being, it allows the Earth's atmosphere to release heat even more so, which typically tends to happen behind cold fronts. Either way, long story short, it just means that temperatures will be able to drop more efficiently without that blanket of clouds. And that is the reason why we're forecasting Monday and Tuesday to be dangerously cold. That's why you see all the blue colors. So the pink, that is a winter storm warning, which we've seen issued by the National Weather Service as of 2 days ago, really. The blues, though, that is the extreme cold warning, which extends a little bit longer. The winter storm warning, that takes us through Sunday, whereas that extreme cold warning, that takes us through Monday night, really heading into Tuesday as well, as we'll see air temperature values sink into the single digits for most of us. So things are really about to get dangerously cold. That's why we keep stressing the importance of your 4 Ps, your people, definitely your pipes, your plants, things of that nature. This is not the time to play around, especially your elderly as well. Just find safe ways to stay warm during this time, as we've been stressing really across the entire state. With all the rain on the way, we are going to see some nice amounts of rainfall over these next 7 days. Of course, this is not including the rain we just saw yesterday. So we could still see about another inch and a half possibly as we head into the next 7 days, which is going to be so needed as our drought conditions really need that, of course. And not just the rain, the ice accumulation, which I think we build up more so into the later half of tonight. So as I showed, The second round of the system that we get into tonight, that's going to be the one that really helps us to see widespread freezing rain, since by later on tonight we'll have the cold air, we'll have the drier conditions, and we'll have temperatures well below freezing for all of us. And so that's why I think the faith, the confidence is there for ice accumulation to be possible. And the thing about this, although you don't see anyone above an inch, we're looking at ice accumulation totals possibly at about half of an inch, a quarter of an inch, a little bit getting closer, of course, as you head into the DFW Metroplex where this system is moving in from. That is where we see the highest totals, but I'm no electrician or anything like that, but I know it doesn't take much for the strain on those power lines to have a little bit more stress on them, then leading to the possibility for power outages. And I think that's what, just hearing around town, that's what most people's concern is just that strain on those power lines. It's not that we're forecasting a winter wonderland or anything like that. It's just the ice that's on the way, the rainfall that we continue to see fall. Once that freezes, it's not going to look pretty here for us. Like I said, winter storm warning, that extends for us into tomorrow morning. But even when precipitation stops, we still will have to deal with the extreme cold warning. We're going to see wind chill values near zero, really below zero as we head into the new week ahead. I really think Tuesday morning is looking to be the coldest morning of the board. Even though, like I said, we're looking at mostly sunny to partly sunny skies, things are going to be dangerously cold. As we wake up tomorrow morning, look at that. Feels like wind chill values. Now, wind chill is what we use. We take into account not only the air temperature, we take into account how strong the winds are, but we also take into account dew point, or how much moisture is in the region. And since quite naturally we have a winter storm, there is not much moisture in the atmosphere to allow humidity values to help pump up what it's going to feel like outside. So once again, it's going to be dangerously cold as we head into the start of your Sunday morning. Make sure you're bundled up if you're heading outside, but if you don't have to be outside, really, it's not the day to do so. Even myself, now, like I said, transparency, I headed in to help give you these warnings. Even my coworkers, we were heading in to give you these updates, but even us, we're using extra caution because the roads are very damp, they're very slippery, and that's not even taking into account that most of us are not even below freezing. So it's not going to look too pretty as we head into the next couple of hours, as temperatures only continue to fall as we head into the new week ahead. Wind chill values as we head into Monday drop even more so. Like I said, we get that drier air really filtering into our region. That's going to allow temperatures to get dangerously cold. This is not looking good, guys. So if you, like I said, have any pets, if you have any people, I know we have information about warming shelters, things of that nature. Make sure you find that information at kcntv.com, not just about the forecast, but other ways that you can just stay safe during this time, because this is dangerously cold temperatures across the region. Wouldn't want anyone to experience, like we said, in any bad times during this kind of weather. But those feels like temperatures in the negatives as we head into Monday morning. Things are not looking great. What I can tell you is, like I said, Monday morning will feature drier conditions. They will not feature any of that wintry mix, any of that wintry precipitation. But the biggest story as we get into Monday is really just going to be about how quick all of this stuff melt here for us. And that's why I'm going to take another look at our satellite and radar, where we see that winter storm moving through the region. It's moving through the state of Texas. I've even made some calls to my own family and friends that I have up in the DFW Metroplex, where things are obviously a little bit worse for my family up in Dallas, up in the Panhandle. You see sleet, that possibility of snow. This system is coming in stronger the further north you head, and it's tracking east. So even states like Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, this is a massive system that we're talking about that is impacting most of the South, even some of our northern states as well. But the problem right now, once again, is going to be how this precipitation, it's pulsing. Do not let our afternoon conditions make you believe that we're done, because we will not be done. We'll still have that next round of showers, possibility for some more freezing rain into the later half of our evening. We just kind of get a break because, like I showed, this system, it's pulsing a bit as that stationary boundary sits to our south and allows us to see really these conditions kind of just sit there up until that area of high pressure builds in for us into late Sunday night, heading into your Monday forecast. Here's another look at our Futurecast as we're wrapping up this hit here for us. We see freezing rain. Once again, it's isolated. Things pick up as we near the back half of the evening. I think more so about 9, 10 o'clock. That's the time frame of when we can see widespread freezing rain, because look, those temperatures, they're going to be there. They're going to be well below freezing for many of us. I think maybe some areas still struggling. That's that College Station, Brazos Valley. Either way, like I said, as we head into Sunday, things dry out a bit more here for us. You can head on over to our stream on our 6 Plus app, or also find more details on our forecast at kcntv.com/weather to stay up to date with the latest.